Finished chapter 1. That was really cool. It really had me thinking. The Cursed Inheritance. Murder, the Little Mermaid. Okay. Goodness gracious. The window with person outside. Why'd that bugger give me a note when he knows damn well I can't read? Got an old rusty half of shears. A piece of stale bread. You lie low for a couple days in the old oarsman's place down at the docks. So perhaps this was a killer? Perhaps? Trap door on the ceiling. An empty bed, not warm. Someone else was supposed to be sleeping here. Picture of a flower. Blue flower. The door does not open. Door does not open. Picture of different flowers, white and yellow. Trap door in the ceiling. Another window. Person outside. Shards of glass line the mud. Alarm, alarm, break in. Okay, this is not the person that broke in, probably, because they would not be alarming it. A watchman's lantern. Watchman number 2, Henry Parker. Watchman's alarm rod. Oh, it spins and it makes sound. That makes sense. And a spear. Revenge. I clicked that. On the desk, there's a washing bowl filled with slightly bloody water. Dear proud beast master, I've attended our departed brother's send-off and accepted the keepsake that he bestowed upon our brotherhood in his will. I shall send this letter tomorrow, September 10. Hope it will reach you without delay. Already it is midnight. I will retire to my bed, for this has been a long day. May Griffin awaken, proud beast initiates. This... Is he writing the letter? It looks like he may be writing it. So, proud beast initiate is them? Writing to the master. God damn, Stitch. Walking cane, a ring with a ruby is a lot of that. The man is not breathing. Looks like they got sliced up with shears. See that for sure. Okay, and inside their box, to my dear Maurice. Is this Maurice? Or did they steal this? The watch is ticking. It opens and closes. Makes noise. Okay. There's a downstairs. Oh. Tell me, what does that man have that I lack? And the cards, 7 pence, a key, and a small sword. Be calm, John. He was a perfect gentleman. He bought me a drink and then retired upstairs. Cards. Money. Key. To Annie. You're beautiful like a rose. For you, I will take any blows. Annie, you are like a glass of wine. Your hair is very fine. I will find gold in a mine if it makes you forever mine. Oh my god. You're Piglet, full of love. Piglet. Stiletto blade. Who has been added a thinking panel? Is this the score? Oh my god. Annie, John, Maurice, missing a W. Will it right? Maybe? I'm missing the O. Oberon? Ollie, welcome in. Special time to say hi and bye. I'm lurking in the new job. Gonna be effed up. I'm so sleepy. I feel that. Have a great time. It's my friend's favorite game. Really? Wait, which friend? Also, hi, thank you. Thank you for the lurk. Appreciate it. Get that good rest. I'm enjoying it so far. It's really interesting. I'm assuming, I don't know what I have to assign here. I'm assuming maybe figure out the letters of the names or something and assign the people. Who is this? I'll deal the next one. It's all luck anyway. Okay, the cards, money, a dagger. Okay, so we're collecting all the different weapons or whatever, but I'm pretty sure the shear is the one that took the guy out. Remember, you as an agent of our trading company have to reflect its values to the fullest. My friend Jess, she's a mod of mine, but rarely check her. She lives in Sweden. Oh, cool. Yeah, time zones are probably rough there. Perhaps. Because if you're... Well, I'm Eastern, so it'd be at least like +6 hours for me. The current daylight savings time. I got her the second game as a gift because one time she liked the first one so much. Oh, cool. I'll have to sleep well. I hope that your new job's going well otherwise, outside of the sleep madness. Thank you again for stopping by. I appreciate it. Okay. Every user and agent of our trading company have to reflect its values to the fullest. Never be late. The client leaves the port on the 10th. 6 hour difference. Okay, got it. So maybe you're East Coast as well? If I remember correctly? Be persuasive. Do not take no for an answer. We must get the client's product. Be effective. Once you have the product, deliver to me immediately with a servant boy. Most importantly, no matter what you do, be mindful of our reputation. Our names must remain spotless. I'm not sure. Not sure. Who's this? Oh, mother, forgive me. I'll never gamble with something so dear to me again. Violin. Very interesting violin. A key and a Navaja folding blade. Folding blade, so it's like the knives that come out. Okay. At the Little Mermaid Inn, Amazing Evans. Okay, maybe that's Evans. Musical performance. Number 9. Event shall commence circa 11 p.m. Wanted, Robert Redruth. Escaped convict. Is this the guy outside? He kind of got like that sort of shaped face with the facial hair. Let's go up and take a peek. Kind of looks like maybe, I mean, it's hard to tell, right? Because they're wearing the shawl or whatever. I like the music down here. Tab. Something is smudged out in the top, perhaps. Green, Briege, and Blair. I'm assuming that's pronounced Briege. I don't actually know. Briege? I'm taking it as the G is like a soft G. Basically just different types of drinks available. I'm not sure what we would use this for. This, okay, September 9. That's today, I suppose. Dandelion Room is Willard Wright. One night. And Forget-Me-Not Room, Ash Blair. Okay, so that's the A. It could be Ash or Annie. Is this Willard Wright? It could be, actually, because he had this box. He had the box on the floor. And this is revenge for what he did to the brother, possibly, of the Pear brothers. Or that came in through the window. Where'd that blasted boy go? I really need a piss. Wow, okay. A large kitchen knife, partially peeled lemon. Dear Oscar Boynton, it has come to our attention that the good owner of the Little Mermaid offers services to those who want to transfer products that are less agreeable to the authorities. I'll come in combine 3 days if you still have some spare space in your gin barrels and you're willing to earn extra money. Reach out to me. Keys. Door. Just shot with a latch. Let's think about things now. So, is this Willard Wright? Good morning, Slugma. These are empty slots. These are all people's names. And AG and AG could be 2 different people, or 3 different people for that matter. Oh my. So AB, I believe, is Ash Blair. I think. Oh, goodness. Why did they give us the name of the line for this? Well, blank, 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 and blank, blank. We're playing cards with loud music. A fight ensued. Through the window. At least it seems like it was through the window. We can check though. There are trapdoors. But why is the window broken, right? How many AGs? Yeah, lots of attorney generals. Have you played this before, Slugmo? Somebody gave this to them. Don't know who hired them yet. I think I saw Wimp play some of it. I see. Yeah, it's pretty interesting so far. It's giving me like a different variation of Chance of Sonar, where Chance of Sonar was more about the language learning and linguistics. This one's obviously more about mystery, but like the way that you're placing together the clues on the page and the way that they kind of hint you towards certain things is set up in that sort of way. My dear Maurice. Did you steal this from Maurice? Well, where is Maurice? Oh goodness, this is a lot to take in. I want to get the killer first in this situation. That's this dude, who we know from the wanted poster, Robert Redruth. Let's do that. Redruth. I want to play Chance of Sonar. It's very good. I enjoyed playing that on stream. It was in one of my top tiers of last year. That means this one goes here into blank blank. So if I'm correct about who this person is, that would go there. This and this equals this and this. This and this equals thinking of variables. This is the Watchman. And I think that we actually know their name from their goods. Henry Parker. Henry Parker. And he would not be, and that also means Willard Wright. Right, no, up here, sorry. The JB. There's only one J, so it would be John, probably Blair. Ash Blair, John Blair. But there's another JB here. Oh no. I don't totally get that. Something about that is a little bit confusing. There's only one E, so I'll put the Evans there, I suppose. Evans would be the violinist. And I assume a negative number is not good for them. What would Evans first need? And he was performing this night, so... Alright, this is perhaps Oscar Boynton. I'm gonna assume that I'm correct about the murder weapon. And therefore their name is here again. Bitch is really needy tonight. I swear. RR would not be on this list. There's a wanted poster downstairs. Let's go take a look at the three at the table. This is Evans. You don't know their first name, I don't think. Don't know. Fine. And then you're saying, oh, become John. So that's John. I'm assuming it would be just John Blair. And then perhaps this would be the sister, Ash Blair. I still don't get why there's 2 sets of JB here, or 3 sets of AG. The next one. They are an agent. You don't have anything about their name on their section. So this is Annie. Your piglet full of love. I'll find gold in a mine if that makes you forever. So like they're trying to woo her with money or something. Amazing Evan. We have the word amazing as Evans. I think we do. Mother, forgive me, I'll never gamble something so deep here to me again. Maybe he's just playing to pay off his debt. I wonder which boy that they're waiting for. This doesn't do much. Wait, Blair. Blair is not their last name. Maybe it still could be, I suppose. Oscar Boynton. Definitely Annie and John. And I don't know if this is a guy from a previous chapter. Okay, either way, you have John, we have... Wait, no, it's not Ash, it's Annie. What am I doing? Who's Ash? I'm gonna assume that they're Blairs. I don't know why my brain is on that. Who's Maurice? P. Maurice Evans? That does sound like a name that would work. The earlier on. Maurice is the guy... Oh, Henry Parker is the guy outside. It is Maurice. This Ash? Could it be Ash Green? This is throwing me off so much. Trying to figure out what their last names are. This is two Martys. Perhaps that's what got gambled. That's what got gambled away. I think it is Marty Evans. It was something that was passed down by their grandparents. Or whatever this is. I don't know what the point of these flowers are. RR. Gosh, well. Where did we get the name Willard Wright from? Exactly. Here. Dandelion room, and then the Forget-Me-Not room. Ash. That's why I combined Ash Blair. So, if that's the case, this goes here. Not John Blair. I don't know what that is. John Breege. Papers running. AG would be. Maybe they're not brother and sister at all. Right. I mean, they still could be, right? They still very well could be. But the old is AB, which is Ash Blair, and there's AG, which leaves green. So there are the different wine. Was that wine actually? No, this is the tab. Okay, I get it now. I thought it was the menu, and I wasn't thinking right. I thought it was like inventory. So now we're getting somewhere. Oh, Willard Wright definitely got stabbed. By Robert Redruth. Through possibly the window or the trapdoor. I think it's gonna be the windows still, because the door was shut and the window was broken. And now I get the tab combined, I think, maybe. Or this is the game that they're playing. I don't really know. And what's the O? Oscar Boyden? Doing in the game? Okay. I don't know if the order matters for the players. I imagine that it didn't matter. It doesn't matter, really. That'd be a little bit maddening, wouldn't it? Perhaps it's not Willard Wright's room that they got into. They could have killed the wrong person, perhaps. Especially if they cannot read. Either way, he's the one that got stabbed. Pretty sure none of these change, but you know, would matter. None of this would make sense, other than sheer. That's the weapon that he's carrying. What am I missing here? These three were playing with the loud music. Maurice is not part of this at all, because we're not playing at the moment. I don't think. They all have cards. Music is playing while they're playing cards. Willard Wright got stabbed. Maybe the room is the wrong room, though. Alright, because we can look at... Oh, Dandelion Room and Forget-Me-Not. This is a Dandelion. That's the Forget-Me-Not, I guess. So what's wrong about my detail, then? This would be their room. They wouldn't be in the wrong room. Like, technically, maybe they could go up through the trapdoor or come back down. They're in their, like, PJs. So why would they sneak in their PJs somebody else's room? The key is in the door. They don't have a key on you. And the person in the other room would be Ash Blair, who has their key. And I think the Forget-Me-Not is the blue flower, versus the Dandelion is a yellow flower that turns white seed pod thing. Conglomerate. I mean, just for the sake of it, if we put this here, it's not going to make a difference. I'm pretty sure that's the right room. Unless this is supposed to be some kind of weird version of that, but no, it's not. Unless Robert didn't creep in at all. But there's an RR here. What am I missing? Maybe he didn't come in through the window. Maybe they left through the window. Look at the blood pattern here. There's some really interesting aspects, right? Because the game is giving us extra information that we don't need. But also, some of it gets mixed in with the other details. Kind of like when you do a reading comprehension exam. You have to figure out what the right information to pay attention to is. Or? Alright. I'm not sure. Robert Redruth crept into Willard White's room through the window. But how do you creep through a window, right? Because if you broke it, it doesn't exactly make sense that you'd be creeping through it after breaking it. I feel like once you break it, like, shit's gonna go down real fucking quick. Oh, there's other footprints down here. This window's not broken. They could have come in, went up here, came down, and then went out this way. Theory. Okay, let's assume that's it, right? Who's the blasted boy that they're waiting for? What is her key to? OB played cards too, I guess. driving me nuts. I can't figure this out. What am I missing? Trying to find a way to reframe this in my mind. Today the 9th? Today is the 9th, around or after 11 p.m. Oh, is that gallon? It was rubbed off on the top here then. Somebody else's tab got paid. Pull it right. I made a typo. Considered all the evidence. You examined your assumption. The BW won the watch. For more reason. Watch is here. Ticking. The watch, it says currently it is 2:25 a.m. That important. Oh, there is a little boot that fell over. The boot closer to the door, and there's a key in the door. For me, the obvious way of getting in is through this way. Let's trust the latch. It would come up into here and then go into a room with a lock with a key, but the key's on the inside. No key here because this guy has their key. They have a key too, though. Peculiar. I think this is the forget-me-not. I'm pretty sure this is the dandelion, based on the flower structure. They're trapdoors, but those could be red herrings, in theory. On the other side of the building, there's RR with a rusty hat, which I would have assumed is their weapon. But maybe it is not their weapon. Maybe... No, they wouldn't use this cane. There's definitely slices here. Grabbed a bit. What did they slice with? The idol probably was going here. It could be sliced with the ink, the pen, but that's not one of the weapons. Pretty sure. Not one of the weapons. What did you paint the blood with? Hand? Your finger? There's no blood trail here. Gives me a note when he knows he can't read. Stale bread doesn't seem like it's important. The fact that they can read matter. I imagine it's their spear, right? The glass is on the outside, though. Maybe they didn't come in through the window, after all. Maybe they left through the window, but the window, the way that it opened is confusing, right? Because why would the glass be on the outside if the window's open on the inside, right? Especially with this locking mechanism. They take the locking mechanism off and then open it up, but they could have panicked, I guess. There's still glass on the outside, and it doesn't look like there's any glass on the inside. There's a key in the door. On the inside. Not a lot of information we're looking at. What's this in his... Like he has like a backpack full of sticks. What is the purpose of the sticks? Alright, either way, I believe these are the people that were playing cards. We know their names. It's kind of obvious that they were playing cards. This is the guy that got stabbed. We know that is a fact. theory, this guy could be a red herring too, I guess. Maybe they didn't actually do the murder at all. We have no idea. The RR here kind of makes me feel like it was him, but they could be framing him too. Why would you put your own name? And also, if you can't read, are you able to write? That might be an important detail. So that said, if that's the case, this is wild. It kind of does look like they got stabbed with a dagger, perhaps, instead. Who's got the dagger? You. You can tell who was present, right? WW only played the first game. The second game, this guy played with those two. Then those two stayed, and then he came in. And there's washing, too. This. Slightly bloody water. So somebody washed in the blood. Maybe they washed their hands of the blood, or the knife, or something. Okay. Maybe Robert Redruth is a red herring entirely. We are much closer now. Aha. That was hard. That was actually really hard. But it makes sense. We're not actually looking at the current state of things. We're looking at the previous state of things. Thank you, Egg Roll. I was struggling a little bit, I'll be honest. It took me way too long to realize that the Redruth guy had nothing to do with this. He's getting framed instead. Man going by the name of Ash Blair crept in the village room through the trapdoor to steal something important. When he opened the music box, it woke Willard up. Oh! And a fight ensued. In the fracas, I think that's how you pronounce that, Ash stabbed Willard and attempted to frame an escaped convict. Get very tricky with perception, yeah. Wow. Mamma mia. Good morning, innkeeper. I heard a man was murdered here a week ago. Aye, a deranged convict did him in. Now bugger off. Tell me more about the evening when Willard Wright died. I'll make it worth your while. Ah.